Hi everyone. So I have an Etsy store and I also have a Shopify store. And after selling on Etsy for about 3 months and selling on Shopify for about a month, I wanted to give a review of both platforms so that others looking to sell digital products can gain an insider's perspective. So the first thing I wanted to review is the process of uploading digital items to each store. So on Etsy, if you wanted to sell a product, you just go right ahead and press sell and then list an item and then enter all of the criteria, select digital file and go ahead and add all your files right from here. So Etsy makes it super easy to upload my items. I simply add up to 5 files and whenever someone buys an item, they can download it automatically. Plus Etsy gives you what it looks like on Google right away. And that is a great feature. It's super simple. I mean, there's really nothing that will be confusing to you, and it's just a great backend to sell digital items. On Shopify, you have to use an app to upload your item. So the app that you want to use is the Shopify Digital Downloads. Now, the way you use this is if you go into your products and you go into any product, right? You're going to attach a file to a product. Now they have this ambiguous looking tab right here. I didn't know this existed. I was really confused by it. And once you download the download app, you can go here and then add your digital attachment. Now, the problem with this digital attachment is that you can only upload one item at a time. So I can't add another item here, right? Which makes it really annoying because basically if I have 5 different items that I'm trying to upload to any particular product, I have to go first and zip them, right? Or compress them and then upload that zipped file into every single product. So when I was when I was transferring the items from Etsy store, I had, you can download like two or three items for each resume, right? But now I had to go back and zip them all so that they're all, so that I can upload them to Shopify, which was kind of really annoying. And then this thing right here, it's really ambiguous and it's really no comparison to how easy it is on Etsy to sell that. So obviously Etsy is, I think, the best choice for a digital kind of upload backend system. So now I'm going to review the store itself, right? So on Etsy, I have, Etsy makes it really easy to set up your store. All you really need is this banner image, and you can also have an about page, an about your store page. So if you go and click here and then you go into check out the shop's about page, you'll see that I have 5 images rotating here that I uploaded, and a little description of what my store is and about me. So there's really nothing that you really need to focus on in terms of your branding, because these are probably the only 2 elements that you need to showcase what your store is. But the one thing that I have to say is that Etsy doesn't allow you to add any kind of links to your product. So for example, if I wanted to link people in my description of this digital product to a video, right? I wanted to create a video on how to edit this template or something or other like that, and I wanted to put a link right here, right? You can't do that. You can't embed links to other sites. You also can't embed links onto your description. So for example, here I have a few links that I point people to, but no one is gonna like copy and then paste it, and then like go to a link. So I think that Etsy really should incorporate embedding links right here into your shop announcement section, because you guys have a link here. Check out the shop's about page. Why not be able to put links to, my Facebook and my website on it? This is something crucial for store owners, because we want to build a mailing list. We want to connect with our customers. We want to lead our customers to other places, right, that we have outside of Etsy. And this will really help Etsy store owners to spread the word about their shop, because you have this like related links and it's ambiguous. It's kind of, right here, like this section right here with shop, website, Facebook, and blog, it should really go right on top here or even here, where people can really see it, and store owners can really use this to their advantage. Um, so I think this is one of the biggest drawbacks of Etsy, of an Etsy store. So with Shopify, right? So we'll go into Shopify. So the store itself is this is what I have so far, right? And I used the template to build this, right? Well, I didn't actually build it. I pretty much uploaded the images and set up my product and set up my navigation, and then, I was done. But on Shopify, you can't edit your theme to an extent that you really want to. So for example, if I have an e-commerce website, right, this is my thing, it's a totally separate store, it's not a marketplace like Etsy, I want to really customize it. So for example, the only thing I could do without knowing how to code using a template is literally to plug in, my store name. Like I have a logo, but when I uploaded my logo, it was like half of this page. Like it was insane. So I was like, no logo, like just the shop name. And, I uploaded the images and these products I put in. But let's say I wanted to add a Twitter feed, right? Because this is what everyone's doing. Like you have a Twitter, so you want people to know what you're tweeting. And if I wanted to have my Twitter feed right here, which is perfect place because it's empty, I would have to go into my store's theme right here, right, under themes, and then edit it. Like I would have to know code. I would have to find the position of where to place this in the code. And I really don't know, like, how to do that. And if I did know how to do that, I probably at that point would code my own website and, not use a third party to provide me with an e-commerce platform. So it's just like super hard. And plus, I have so this is the theme customizing settings, right? So you can choose like your background image. You can choose the colors of different things, like navigation. You could choose the color, the footer, newsletter, subscription, typography, blog pages. Like basically, it's just the basics of this website. The typography of the website I'm using, which is like a minimal theme, which is a free theme, their selection of fonts really suck. Like these are really standard. Like no one uses, I guess, the standard fonts anymore, but you really don't have a choice. And then like I said, if I wanted to edit this and put a Twitter feed, I'll have to use the template editor, which is an HTML, CSS, JS, images, all that. But because I have a basic plan, like that is only like $14 a month, I really can't access that feature at all. So that option is out the window, right? And even if I don't even know how to do that, but even if I wanted to, right, I wouldn't be able to. So that's a big, big downer, right? And so basically with Shopify, I would say you have to know coding if you really want to customize your store to have, like, let's say if I wanted to have like a beautiful banner right here that said, get free something and sign up to my newsletter, I'd have to know how to code that in, right? And then another thing is, so I chose a free theme from Shopify, right? And I'll show you will go to the visit the theme store. And most of the themes are paid, right? So you would have to spend at least $80 to have a theme, which honestly, like, I don't know, maybe if you have like a product that's like $1,000 product and you want to sell, many items, like, that's nothing to you. But if you're starting, paying $80 for like just your store's appearance is like, it's an investment. So if you go into free templates, they only have 5 free templates, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 free templates, right? And you think like, these templates are cool. Like you can have basically a wide variety and they look good like from here. But once you start uploading your items, you might not find that, oh, you think that this template was best, but it doesn't look as good once you start uploading your items on. But so I had to switch one of my templates. But one of the good things about Shopify is once you add your products in your admin, once you add all of those products, even if you change your theme, your products will automatically aggregate to your new theme. So you won't have to do anything over and over again. You'll just have to probably change the colors and appearance and little things like that. But once you add all your items here in your admin, and you change the template to, let's say, this one or this one, the items will automatically aggregate, which is a big plus, and it saves time. And you can also be creative with all your templates that you select, right? So like I said, if you want to add personalized elements like newsletter banner with your own design, you'll have to get a code for it, know how to plug in the code. By that point, you might as well code and make your own website, right? So it's not as easy as it looks. All right, so let's talk about marketing. Okay, on Etsy is fantastic for not having to market your store on search engines or paying, a third party to get your products out there, right? Etsy already has a huge marketplace. And you can bet that someone will find your items on Etsy, even if you don't spend $1 on advertising. So for example, if I type in resume, because that's my product, you'll see that, there's a lot of other resumes, but my product comes up. This is my product right here. And I use Etsy ads, right? So Etsy ads are not expensive. And you can, like, I set my budget, according to how I feel, what I'm getting out of the ads, right? So let's say I go into stats and I'll show you. So, just today, I have here, search ads. So these are the keywords that, I will come up for when someone types in, business cards, digital downloads. I don't know why resume is not on this, but it should because I'm coming up. But you can basically set your budget. So I was paying for a while $7 for about 14 clicks. So Etsy only charges you when people click on your item, right? So for $5, it's about 14 clicks, right? And it varies. Like, today, for example, I'll show you your shop, then stats. So for example, today, right, I spent 72 cents on 3 clicks. And this is a great analytics platform that I have to say is very useful. It shows you absolutely everything you have to know. So for today, I don't have any sales. I have 12 shop views, 11 listing views, and then in here you can see what my views are like and what time, So today at 10 a.m. I had 5 listing views and 1 shop view, right? This is great information. This is the information that you're really going to use to assess your store, how you're doing. It's valuable. It's very, very valuable. And Etsy does a great job at breaking everything down for you to really give you a good understanding of how your items are doing, right? So here you'll see that impressions, right? Impressions is only when your item comes up on search. It's not when people actually click on it, right?